Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love to collect playing cards. I collect playing cards for their own sake. You know, I'm a tarot reader, so I have a sense of esoteric when it comes to the card. And I love to get different cards of different styles. But you know, over the course of years, and you know, I've been around a long time. Those of you who watch this vlog know that I've been doing magic a long time. I can't name exactly when it was I started collecting playing cards, but yeah, I mean, I'm not a card magician. I'm a mentalist, and a lot of mentalists don't even like to be associated with playing cards because they think that associates them with traditional magic, which somehow diminishes them as mentalists. I don't believe in any of that, but I respect it. I respect the point of view. I respect the ideology. In fact, I do use playing cards in my act and enjoy doing it, and will continue to do it. And I don't see where there is a problem between mentalism and playing cards. But I enjoy collecting cards for their own sake, and there is what I think is a fair. I mean, I didn't know about their existence until very recently. There is a new card manufacturer out that I want to bring your attention to. It's called King's Wild Project. King's Wild Project. I'm going to put some links down below. They have a website that you can go to, take a look at their decks. I think you're going to be greatly impressed. I'm going to show you a few of them right here. They have a YouTube. You can go and watch their YouTube videos about new launches and so on. They also have a Facebook page. I'm going to put all those links down below so you can access their material. King's Wild Project. I looked at their website, and I could not find a history about them. I wanted to bring this to you, I wanted to share it with you, so I wrote them. There was a contact page, so I filled out the contact page, and I said, look, I want to do a video to promote your products. They didn't ask me, I asked them. I want to do a video to promote your products because I love them, but I need a little history. So they wrote back, and this is what they share with me, and I want to share it with you. King's Wild Project is the luxury playing card brand created by artist and designer Jackson Robinson. King's Wild Project started almost 10 years ago. Where have I been? Right? Where have I been all this time? King's Wild Project started almost 10 years ago while Jackson was working out in the Los Angeles, California area. He began making shirts and then began designing his first playing card deck, Federal 52. After that deck, he realized how much enjoyment he got from designing the deck. From then on, he began making playing card decks full time. For the past 10 years, Jackson has continued to grow and expand on his love for playing cards, art, and running his own business. Jackson, I wish you the best. You're doing some amazing work, and I hope you succeed beyond your wildest imagination. For his mission and vision, now I asked specifically, I said, give me a history and tell me what your mission and vision is, because it's very important to me. For his mission and vision, Jackson says winning. Winning. He is passionate about trying new designs and doing things that have not been done before, or doing them in a unique way that inspires him. At King's Wild Project, we strive for excellence in all aspects: art, design, customer service, shipping, production, community engagement, and so much more. I will tell you that in my engagement of them, they've been responsive. They mail the packs out very quickly. They're beautifully packaged. Each one comes with an individual note, which I really appreciate. For some reason, I don't understand why they throw in an extra card from another deck. It's just really interesting. In the vast majority of their packs, and let me find an example right here. I'm going to show you this up close so you can take a look at it. There's a scripture reference, and the scripture is 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 11. I was so curious. I got the deck, my first deck. I think this was actually the Peter Pan deck was my first deck. And I noticed that the scripture reference was on it, and I thought, that's interesting. I didn't, I know a lot of scripture verses by heart. I didn't know that one. I went and I looked it up. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 11. Here's what it says. Make it your ambition to lead a quiet life. You should mind your own business and work with your hands. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. Let me share it with you again. Make it your ambition to lead a quiet life. Mind your own business and work with your hands. Now, when I first read that, the first thing I thought of was the cardician, the person who makes his or her living with a pack of cards, the Die Vernons of the world, if you will. That was the first thing I thought of. And then I thought, well, Jackson here, Jackson Robinson, he works with his hands. He's creating something. And then as I began to reflect on it, I remembered a scene. I won't get this exactly right, but I remembered a scene from Wall Street. At the end of the film, when they're in jeopardy of going to jail for a very long time for insider trading. I think it's Charlie Sheen, right? And it's played by his dad, his real father, Martin Sheen. I believe that's the way it is in the film. Martin Sheen says to him, build something with your hands. Create something. That's how you go home and you sleep well at night, because you created something. I think it speaks to the same sort of idea. But I'm going to give you, at this point, I'm going to shift the camera focus, which I usually don't do, but I want to give you a closer view of these cards so you know what they look like, you know how beautiful they are, and hopefully you'll be inspired to go check out the website and maybe get a few packs yourself. So let me show you what these things look like. Okay, so I hope this works out so that you can see what I'm doing here. This is the Sherlock Holmes playing card deck. You can see on the bottom, designed by Jackson Robinson, distributed by Kingswell Project, Cleveland, Tennessee, made in the USA, 1 Thessalonians 4:11, and the website. So first of all, you probably can't see this on, but this is kind of embroidered. It's raised. It's beautifully packaged. Love the packaging. So you open it up, and the game is afoot. The packaging is very interesting, I think. Bring out the deck. Now here's what I want to show you. These would be the jokers, if you will. See the back side of them like that. The Strand magazine. And here's the deck right here. This is the Ace, King, it's Holmes, right? Holmes. This is the Spade, Queen, and Jack. Going through, I just want to show you the deck so you can get a sense for the artistry in this thing. Look at this. Moriarty. King of Hearts. Not sure why he chose Moriarty for that. But there are different characters here on them. I think it's just wonderful. Let me show you the Jack of Diamonds. Queen. There's the Queen herself. That's Queen Victoria, if you didn't know that. So that's the... and then here we have the club, Watson. So I just think these are absolutely magnificent. That's the backside of the jokers, if you will. So very nice pack. I'm very pleased with it. I mean, when you're doing magic, card magic, you can do. A lot of people say, well, I want to use the rider back, right? Because if I don't use the rider back, then people will be suspicious of it. I think that unique decks add character and dimension to your act. I don't think it detracts from the effect if you're using a unique artistic deck. This is the Maduro deck right here. There's the verse, 1 Thessalonians 4:11, which is on almost every deck. Inside, you can't see this probably, but inside he's written out the verse. Okay, 1 Thessalonians 4:11, which I shared with you earlier. But again, I want to give you a sense for these. These are the jokers right here. That's what the back side looks like. I think they're gorgeous. I really do. The joker, the back side. And then you have the ace of spades. Jack. Note that the jack of spades is smoking a cigar. The queen is holding a leaf, and the king is blowing smoke rings. I want you to notice that, because as I go now to the diamonds, you'll note that the jack is holding the tobacco leaf. I assume that is. The queen now is holding the cigar. The king is holding the leaf. And here you have the king of clubs smoking, queen holding the leaf, jack smoking. So I think that's a very interesting twist on it. That's the heart right there, the heart. So a very interesting deck, very, very compelling. I love the deck. And again, I think if you're using decks like this in your actual performance, I think it's going to enhance. I don't think it takes away. I think it enhances. But you know, I don't buy these decks necessarily to perform with them. I buy the decks because I love their beauty, and these do not disappoint. This is the King's Wild deck right here, King's Wild Project. That's what the backside looks like. That's a double, by the way, double backer. You can use the double backers in, say, the routine that Di Vernon did that fooled Houdini. He used a double backer. So, so you've got some. These are the jokers right here, and then you have the ace, jack, queen, king. Kind of a standard looking, but unique. Certainly unique, gorgeous. There's the King of Hearts, Queen of Hearts, Jack of Hearts. Beautiful, beautiful, just gorgeous. You can't ask for better in terms of custom, original, creative decks here. I just think they're fantastic. Now, Peter Pan, one of my favorites of the batch, the Peter Pan. Again, you get 1 Thessalonians 4:11 right here on the back side. Here inside, let me pull this deck out for you. Now look at these. These are the jokers, folks. Look at that. Look at the back side of that. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. I think this is my favorite deck, honestly. Look at the ace. Ace of spades. Jack, queen, king of spades, ace of diamonds, jack, queen, king of diamonds, king of clubs, queen, jack, and finally the king of hearts, Queen of Hearts, Jack of Hearts. Just gorgeous. And here again you have the double backer. Now let me tell you something about these. If you want it, now when I do card magic, and I do card magic in every show. I do card magic in my walk around. I do card magic in my stand up. I do card magic in my stage. I must always invariably do card magic with gimmicked cards, like a double backer or some other type of gimmick. If you want to, and I've not tried to split these cards, but they're heavy, they're nicely made. I'm reasonably sure you could split them if you wanted to. Buy 3 or 4 of the deck you want to use, and make your own gimmicks by splitting and gluing and cutting and pasting. I mean, it's easy enough to do that. Most of the time, even using a rider back deck, I'm making my own gimmick cards anyway. So hey, folks, there you have it. Some really original, I think, creative decks. Let me show you one other thing before I close here so that you get a sense for the personal touch and the personality of this particular company. So every time I place an order, they send me a card from another deck. I'm not exactly sure what decks they're from, but again, they're just samples of the kind of art that Jackson Robinson is doing. And then I get a personal note. Now I know it's a personal note because these notes are different. If you look at them closely, say the same thing, but they're different. David, thank you for your order, Kate. And this comes with the package. So folks, I think I think you should consider using original creative decks to sort of enhance your presentation. And I think you should consider using the Kingsweld Project in Jackson Robinson's art. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a great time. Please subscribe if you've not done so already. Please comment down below. Have a great day.